Before we dive into how to navigate harassment, we need to know what harassment is. In Chapter 3, we'll be working to educate ourselves about bias and harassment. The information you will be learning and researching will be applied later in this course, so it's important to complete all the exercises now. Specifically, we'll be discussing the following. Number 1, legal definitions of harassment. Number 2, research on bias and harassment. Number 3, why we experience bias and harassment. And number 4, how schools and workplaces address bias, harassment, and discrimination. Navigating harassment requires knowing the systems, structures, and legislation of your university, company, or organization. This section guides you in learning about the legislation that protects you. Every region or organization is slightly different, and so it's important to learn about your specific legal protections. Now, this information can be really dry and boring. I sure don't really enjoy reading the fine print of legal documentation. What makes it more exciting to me is reflecting on my own experiences with harassment while reading the documentation. This way, I can see how this legislation could have been applied in previous instances, and therefore it's applicable to my life, it's relevant, and more interesting.